All right, we are here in the top of the tower, or floor 2 at Bristol Dragway at the 19th BTE World Footbrake Challenge. I'm joined here by Brandon Barrentine. Brandon is the president of BTE. He was with his children up here kind of on vacation, and he passed through today to check things out. And Brandon, welcome to Bristol. I know you're a very busy man. You don't get a chance to get up here very often, but when you do, you seem to enjoy yourself seeing all that you've helped build.
Well, I've been coming to racetracks for almost 45 years, since I was a baby. And it is a real honor for me to come to an event like this. And to be honest, I've structured my vacation around this event. So yes, I'm very happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. And obviously, a lot of great BTE customers here. A lot of our supporters make sure they choose the best brand in the business. And we're happy that you get to see a lot of your BTE customers that you talk to. You don't just hide behind a computer in an office somewhere. You answer the phone and handle business when people call.
It's important to be here in person. It means something. It means something to the racers, but it's also an important connection for me too.
Sure. So I talked about the history of the WFC, and when we got this thing started, we wanted a company as our title sponsor that brought recognition to the event. And it was important to us to get a quality brand that wasn't on every race out there. So we turned to BTE, and your father was president at the time, Paul Barrentine. I called Paul and talked to him a little bit about what we were doing. He said, that sounds good. Paul didn't know me. I didn't know Paul. But we had a great conversation. He was very engaging. That's just the kind of person he was. And then he said, I'll let you know. Well, we thought I'll let you know meant maybe some other time. He called me the next day. He said, had some discussions with the team, and we want to do it. We want to support you. And we were blown away by having such a recognizable brand as our title sponsor in our first ever event. And here we are, Brandon. Your father unfortunately passed in 2012. You took over the role as president immediately following his passing and have had that title since 2012 and run the company. We're 19 years into this event, and you're still here and talking about year 20 and what we're going to do. It's absolutely incredible that you guys have supported us this long and brought this type of recognition to the event.
Well, I think I've worked with many promoters over the years, and I would say that our relationship with Kohlberg is our most important professional association with a promoter. I must also mention Galen Rollison at King of the Coast. Also an excellent promoter. You guys bring integrity. You bring a family-friendly environment. You bring great competitors here. It's a challenge. It's the challenge race. It's a challenge to be here. It's a challenge to beat these racers out here.
Yes, sir.
It also challenges us to be a better company, to make better products. And for the racers out here that are not using our products, we're challenged by great competitors as well, our competition.
Sure.
So our association with the World Footbrake Challenge has made us a better company.
Well, man, that's awesome to hear. We certainly want to create value for any of our sponsors, but it's ultra important to the one that said yes before anybody else was interested, and you helped get us the recognition to get what we've accomplished today with sponsors and racers. So that's been a wonderful thing. So obviously, this is footbrake racing only. You guys serve all racing markets, but for footbrake specifically, you have the converter. And I'm going to give the number. It's the 388 600 SAO.
The 86.
You've got the converter that people know and recognize as what the best in the category are running. You got to be moving those things like crazy.
It is our number one seller. It keeps the guys in the converter shop very busy. And in my whole experience of doing this for almost 29 years, typically we like to intake a customer with all the information. I say, I need everything about the car other than the color of the paint. And now customers are calling and say, I want that number. I want the 86. And I don't even know anything about the car. Just send it to me. So I do try to screen them a little bit, but I've never seen anything like it before. But my grandfather would say, we have the rabbit's foot. We have the rabbit's foot. What is a rabbit's foot? It's just a rabbit's foot. But it's putting all the pieces together in the right way that makes it effective. It's nothing new. It's just having the right pieces at the right time and backing up with the appropriate level of service.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what keeps any business thriving, certainly working for you. And you mentioned your grandfather. Your grandfather is the name on the logo, Bill Taylor. It's Bill Taylor Enterprises. And Bill was a staple in racing and of course, racing parts and started the business. What year did BTE start?
We started doing transmissions and torque converters in 98.
98, okay. So obviously Bill was at the forefront of that, and he got to join us a couple of times up here on the mountain. That was really cool before he passed away. But it's a family business. It's a family legacy for you. The logo is not just letters. It means something. It symbolizes someone's name and history. And when you hear Bill Taylor's name, that certainly rings loud with a lot of racers. So, Brandon, we talked about year 20 coming up, and you've already committed and said, man, yeah, let's talk about doing this and doing that. And you want year 20 to be special for the racers, and you're going to help accomplish that in with some new things for the BTE World Footbrake Challenge.
Yeah, we're going to work on that together, and I think maybe some physical items that would be special and unique. But I think racers come to this race, it's not because of the zeros. There have been a lot of races over the years that had more zeros.
Absolutely.
And no one remembers who won those races. But when you enter the door of the tower, there's that list of great racers. Those are storied events. And that's what's important about the World Footbrake Challenge.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, and I know our racers appreciate that. A lot of people invest a lot of time and energy into getting here. Obviously, we're overlooking the pits, and we can see a pretty neat view of what's going on out there. And again, BTE is major part of the reason that we're here. I don't know that we attack this thing the same way and even be here without Paul Barrentine saying yes in 2006 when he received that initial call about an event next year. So, thank you so much for what you've done for us. My personal racing program, you've been wonderful to us. We wouldn't have anything but BTE parts, no matter if if our affiliation ever breaks or not. It's the best. It's the best parts in the business. It's great service. It's great people. And you guys really have made a major difference in this program. In year 19, we're going to announce at the end of first round, it's going to be our largest main event ever. And for that to happen in your 19th year, with knowing the previous years had success, it's impressive. And BTE really is the primary reason that we get to say that.
Well, I really appreciate that. I would just like to say, semi-jokingly, I think it's the most one-sided investment in the history of the university because it's a very modest investment for us to be involved. And what we get from you guys, your family, your team, your partner, and the racers that come to the event, and the support of the other great sponsors, there's no better deal for us. It's been fantastic.
Well, your support of us means more to us than dollar signs or product or any of that. It's again, it is synonymous with the World Footbrake Challenge. It's what people say, the BTE World Footbrake Challenge. They don't just call it the World Footbrake Challenge. That's what it's known as, and that's a major sense of pride for us. So, thank you for all you've done for us. Before we end this, I want to talk real quick about this bolt together torque converter that is just taking people by storm. This thing's amazing.
We're not the first to do it. It's not new technology. It's nothing that has never been done before. But the thing that is most important in drag racing is time. Not elapsed time, but it's the racer's time. It's the time away from family, from work, from businesses. And when you haul a rig to the racetrack and something doesn't work, that hurts. And I hear that. I hear that in all of my years. That's the thing I hear the most. So the bolt-together converter really gives the racer the opportunity to verify. It's not so much about changing the combination or adjusting it between passes. It's if you're chasing a bug in the car, typically the converter or the carburetor or the tires are usually the places you look.
Sure. We
can pop the bowls off the carburetor. We can feel the tires. A welded up torque converter has to go back. Has to be shipped back. And then when it goes back and there's nothing wrong with it, it just creates problems. So we're putting it in a position that it's affordable, with utility and durable, but it just gives the racer the confidence to find trouble when there is trouble in the vehicle. And yeah, the response has been, my guys in the converter department, when they see the stack of orders, okay, and it's summertime, yeah. So thanks to the guys back in Mississippi for all the hard work that they're doing. And we're looking to continue to do many of these in the future.
Wonderful. It is not new technology, but it's also not commonplace in bracket racing. You guys are changing that. I've had quite a few orders myself for customers, and I can't wait to see the results that people are getting with this, and the ability to save that time and diagnose their own issues or challenges if and when they have them. It's a game changer, and you're going to change bracket racing and as a whole for the way that you guys stepped out there in front of a lot of other companies. So thank you again, Brandon, for being here. Thank you for all you've done for Steve and I and the World Footbrake Challenge for now 19 years, going on 20 soon. And we just appreciate you and the hard-working people back at BTE. Couldn't do it without you.
It's an honor. Thank you very much.
All right. Brandon Barrentine, everybody, the president of BTE. If you aren't using BTE parts, you're backing up. Make sure you give them a call. Check them out. They've got the best, and you can see they're supporting what you love at the highest level possible.